What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel, and for today's video I'll share to you how to create your own potting mix. Let's begin. Okay, so I think if you're living here in Cebu City, it's a concern or a major problem to duga sa mga yuta, especially if naagid ka sa center sa city, kanang sa commercial or slightly residential area. So what I'm about to share today is how to create your own potting mix or garden soil, and we're gonna use that on these philodendrons, I guess, that I'm trying to propagate. So gisoak na ko siya sa water. So I'm just new here in gardening, although I've seen my mother, doing her gardens, but it's my somehow first time to be a little bit serious on this thing. So I might be correct or I might be wrong on how I'm doing this, so leave a comment below on how you also do your potting mix or create your own potting mix. But based on my research, this is what I'm gonna share to you today. Alright, so by the way, before we start, towards the end, continue watching this video, okay? Towards the end, I'm gonna share to you asa ko nakapalit sa akong mga materials nga atong gamiton today, and so that you could also buy things from her or from this shop for your gardening needs. Okay, tara. Okay, so what we're gonna do is to create a 60-40 mixture. So 60% soil and 40% mixture from these three. So we have the cocoa peat to help us retain moisture, and rice hull as well, and of course for nutrients ato ang plants we have vermicast or kanang. So these are the items. So kung siya gikan sa compost, and this is for cocoa peat, and of course rice hull. Okay, so let's mix them together for our garden. Okay, so pasensya na di ay sa kanang if na may madungog na humming kay sa aircon na sa silingan, but yeah. So if you've noticed sa atong soil, medyo sandy siya quality, hindi siya focus, more siya buhangin nun. And so if you come to think of it, pag butangan mo siya, pag imo siyang bubuan ng tubig, most likely mag-drain na siya diretso. So what we're gonna do is add cocoa peat and rice hull to help us retain moisture sa soil, especially if we're gonna use this sa atong indoor plants. Okay, so again, I'm not an expert here. I'm just, bagura ko diri sa gardening and hobby. So what I'm doing here is based on the videos that I've watched on YouTube and the research that I've done. So let's begin mixing. Okay, so let's just add a good amount of cocoa peat. So whatever you think is 40% of the mixture. So you just add it. And add more. Okay, and vermicast for the nutrients. Okay, now that we have it all here in our um, bin, sa kaning atong pot planter, so what we have to do is mix them all together to create a good gardening mix, a potting mix. Okay. By the way, kani siya na trowel, napalitin ako siya sa Mr. DIY sa Ramos Street, and tulo ni sila kabuok na ay katong murag rake and other lahi po siya og head. So it's only for less than 200 pesos. So it's very affordable compared to mapalit ka sa Ace Hardware kay ang usa palagi na ni almost 300 na. So I think I got a good value for my money when I bought this at Mr. DIY. Dapit siya sa Robinson katong karaan nga Abuhan Dos restaurant. Okay, so this is the final mixture. So I think this is good enough for our plants. And I think, you know, if you would want to have it for your indoor plants, add more cocoa peat para it could retain a lot of moisture pero makadrain sad siya dayon, dili siya magbasa sa inyong pot, and it would avoid root rotting. So it could also help nga kanang dili sa permi mag water sa imong plants. Okay guys, so there you have it. So I think I'm gonna show on this part here ugasan ako napalit ang atong materials or nga atong gamit today. So from soil, we use today soil, pure soil, vermicast, cocoa peat, and rice hull. So I bought it all from a seller here in Cebu City and had it delivered. So katong one sack of one sack of soil is about 150 pesos, and then vermicast kay 45 pesos per kilo, and then rice hull and cocoa peat is about 15 pesos per liter. So I have it all delivered, and akong nabayaran is about 100 pesos. So I think it's pretty much, you know, kanang reasonable yung pricing, and I believe I'm able to create a lot of potting mix from that. Although I feel nga medyo kulang ang cocoa peat and rice hull and also vermicast nga akong napalit if I'm gonna use the whole sack of soil nga akong napalit from this seller. So again, I'm not an expert here. I'm just sharing to you kung sa akong na-learn sa akong small research. And why don't you know, share your also DIY mix if you're creating your own. Oops, namaliya is that. Okay, but anyway, I'm just gonna cut it here for the meantime. sorry for that. Kusag iputol kay si Manong nagsurot pa siyang isda. Amazing kaysa nagdago pa sila tingog. I think it's an asset or they have to do it para mahalin nila ang baligya. Anyway, going back. So again, I'm not an expert here. If you have your own kind of technique on how you do your potting mix, I'd like you to share in the comment section below, or at least others would also learn how to create their own potting mix. So I'm not sure if it's gonna work for my plants. I hope it does. Pero we'll see. We wouldn't know if we won't try it. So if you need more supply, continue to browse the page. Join the page that I'm gonna post in here. So that's where I got my soil and all the stuff that we've used today. And also there's a lot of plants nga ilang gibaligya diri nga page, and medyo hintayin kayo siya mapalit, but out of the budget pa for now. Anyway, so I hope you've learned something today, and I hope we all enjoy our planting, especially this quarantine time. So I'm gonna use it sa akong philodendron and sansevieria. I think it's just it. So if makarelate mo aning nga video, if first time sad mo mag-gardening, or if you are an expert in gardening, give it a thumbs up, green thumb, and make sure to subscribe to this channel para sa daghan ka ma-learn and help me with my contents. Alright, so saba na kayong ero. I won't take this long, so thank you so much for tuning in today. Bye bye.